Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Metaphor ReFantazio, episode 13. Last episode we boarded our good gauntlet runner, I believe it's called. We met Nurses, and we're currently on our road to Matrilla to kill a evil kidnapper guy. And we also did some, we entered the throne of the, what is it called? The something of the throne? We're in a competition for the throne right now. And we are going to become king. Well, that's not really our goal, but, you know. Go with the perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me for a round? Playing a game of Pokenberg may raise my wisdom. Seems like fun, isn't it? How about some fun? Yeah, not right now. Let's see what Stroll can do. Yes! Okay, courage. Yes, this is what I was looking for. You want to hone your bows with Stroll? Yes, I will. Right, let's have a look at your blade then. Because if this goes well, I can get my courage up to level 2. You'll think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why, one day, I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory. And not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey!
How about you? I shared my plan, let's hear yours. What will you do when the fight's over? I'm not sure. I would like to help you, but I'd probably want to remain by the prince's side. If we can save him, that is. I'd like to help you. I'd like to help you with rebuilding. Haha, are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear it, tell you the truth. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt. It's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters and not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people. Just like Louis. Corruption is everywhere. We'll fight for change. Corruption is everywhere. We'll fight for change. I want to do something about that too.
Yeah.
I agree. But seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain. Truly. You resolved to stand on the front line in our fight, so it's only right that you lead. Ha! Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission.
Hey.
I envy you sometimes, you know? To act with such conviction. How does one become so bold? I do what I waver sometimes.
No.
I do have moments where I waver. I suppose we all do. But you manage to keep a cool head when you do, unlike me. That's why you're our captain. All this to say is, you know, I have faith in you. We have more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make up their choices, but so is as the one being chosen. I wonder who it'll all end up being after all this.
Alright.
Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up. Caring for my weapon has fortified my will to fight, as well as increased my courage.
Now then.
By 4? That should be level 2 then. Yeah, I just hit it. So that was 12, I believe. 12 little star things to hit, too. Nice. Courage, 'tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, kindle the flame of thy courage to ignite the hearts of thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Nice. That's what I was going for. I spent some time with Stroll honing our weapons. And got some mag out of it too. Nice.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Oh hoy, break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view
What
is the
is
Tree
that?
of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
That is very pretty. On the map, at least. Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Oh man, that is beautiful. Tree of Prophecy. This is very pretty. Oh wow, it's so pretty. It's not just the leaves, it's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow in this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make it no mere tree, sir, but a magical organism that feeds off magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Norris pulled a sheet of paper and brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Norris, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of good research. There you have it, I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You're giving it to me. You sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Well, yes, of course. I've already committed it all to the safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch of itself anymore. Tree of Prophecy drawing. I received Norris's research picture, and the drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who's never been here.
Hey there!
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're in the Grand Triad, I should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh?
Ah, a magical organism from the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely! Gallica's the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has been giving me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What, you've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. Probably not good. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing this rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
All right.
Nice! I'll always take more wisdom. Who wouldn't take
The
more
gauntlet
wisdom?
runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a gauntlet runner. The party, secure in their gauntlet runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
How delightful. What should we do? We should talk with our friends to get our imagination up. Rock Den Camp. We'll be in Martina the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Martina is. Let's get some more bugs. Another Dream Eater moth. Grand Trad could dazzle even the darkest night. Out here, you could barely see the horizon. It's a comforting reminder of home, if I'm honest. I just couldn't appreciate it from a swaying gauntlet runner. Are you feeling better now?
Yeah.
Yes, I ate a bit and that helped. I almost envy Hulkenberg's ability to eat anything, anytime, anywhere. I haven't always been this weak, but the swaying takes me back to times I'd sooner forget. After I lost my home, I was tossed between relatives, and each time it began with an agonizing journey and a rocking carriage. I suppose that's why I find my mind drifting to Halia. I often wonder how the people who survived are faring now.
well met.
Ah, yes, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? Oh yeah. Yeah, we can talk with her. It seems maybe you can only talk once per trip? With each companion, maybe? This power we've awoken to. I've all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their unique aspect, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool, it's bizarre, it's kind of scary. It's cool.
Certainly.
I think it looks cool.
I see.
I do find the austerity of the design intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of what power lurking within them. Is that not, then, the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence, why is it so exhausting, and why can it not be maintained for long? The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We'd do well to practice vigilance in maintaining our food reserves. Hogenberg and I talked about things to come. I feel like my imagination increased.
Alright.
Nice! I'll take another 4. Seems I'm going to need another 8 to get imagination up to 2. It's getting quite late, but we've a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Hulkenberg is awesome. Stroll is awesome. Nurses is awesome. Gallic is awesome. This game is
Time marches
awesome.
on, and the age of a new king draws
A new
nearer.
king draws nearer. A new king, you say? Oh, cutscene.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Ugh. Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Oh, did one of the engines blow out?
Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
A cannonade.
Oh. Did we get caught in a crossfire?
My star is rising! Ah! Sanctism will reign! Ah! It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
It doesn't seem like they're trying to land fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So does the clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
I feel like they're gonna be the ones to take each other out, or we're gonna have to take both of them out at like once.
Look! Over by the legs. Like
Oh.
Trier is there too.
This guy is going to get murdered, dude.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
He will be donutted by a cannonball, dude. Our plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Vorden gets a leg up on the competition.
I think we should let it see how it plays out. But also...
How about we see how it plays out?
No, I think we should step in on Gladel's side.
I don't... I mean, it's... I guess we
I
can,
know,
but...
I don't like it either. But if we want Luis's favor, this might be the strategic play we need.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Gladell. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry. Can't get into it now. That gauntlet. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral. Was that not enough? You have profaned the sacred a second time.
I wouldn't say we destroyed the Grand Cathedral.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Guido and his monks have boarded the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now.
You dare interfere in my fight? Know your place. Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I don't know if he should be able to fight me.
I hate to interrupt, Oleg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God.
Wait, did you call him an egg?
I hate to interrupt, Oleg.
Yeah, he did. That's why he's the best.
Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Don't forget about the petrification magic!
Yeah, we gotta...
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Okay, so there's 17. Mage
Ah! The power
Win.
of wind!
You resist that? Of course you do.
Brethren!
What about... Skullcracker? Ooh, nice crit.
Hold on. Let's work together.
How about Blizz? Resist
No
that.
holding back!
How about Slicer?
Tougher than a thorn.
Nice. Puts on a cocky smirk.
It's nothing.
Take this! What could you hope to achieve?
Here they come.
At least
Can't attack him.
Let justice
Come in
prevail.
with us.
I'll destroy
die. Nice.
I'm healer. Ice.
Hit their weak
Ooh, weak to ice are you?
Power within!
And of course you are
Oh, mystic curse. Let's go.
resistant to slash, huh? At least they only get one turn each because he keeps putting on a cocky smirk.
Pokenbird's infested. She needs help. You hit their weakness.
No holding back!
Slicer.
Die down, you!
Major Light.
Worthy foes.
Blizz. There we go.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
I don't think so, man.
Now, are you prepared for the end?
You can't end us.
Ah, I think not, you rotter.
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
Yeah, let's just tear this thing into pieces.
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
This is really a unique dynamic where we can't even hurt them.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Is that the Saintus?
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Okay, that's the girl on the box, the one to his left with the blonde hair, and she looks oddly like the Saintus. So unless she's like her sister or something. I wanted to help.
I just wanted to help you.
A likely story? Out with it. What's your motive?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
So I don't think she is the Saintess. Because I think she... Maybe it's like they're sisters, or like twin sisters then? Because she looks very similar to her.
Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh.
I guess it is her.
What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there. You bested Godot.
He's simping. Is he simping? Look at him.
So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
I should have known he would never like a woman. His only joy is machines.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
I think I've only seen her once, and while her singing was good, I don't really understand that.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
Yes, well, one of us must shake her hand.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
What is he doing? Oh, is this Louise? That's Louise. Isn't it?
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Is this him? Is he actually just coming out? Oh, he is!
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Saintist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
Oh, he hates you, bro. He reminds me of... What is it, Pym? From... Hunter x Hunter? I forget the cat guy's name with the white hair. The guy that everybody hates and Gon wailed on. You, however, you are on the cover. I remember you. You're on the left side of the cover. You might become a follower later. I remember you.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug. And I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
Holy hell, you're getting eaten up by this small child. Wearing actually an atrocious outfit, I'll be so for real.
It would seem you had to
clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
Don't take a wild guess. I'm a candidate. We're your supporters.
We're your supporters. Hence your retaliation against Godot, then.
He's also a candidate, though his name doesn't carry any weight.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? To help save the prince. To help you, Count Luis. To become king is not the vibe. Especially because that's not even what we want. To help save the prince is what we do want. But I think what he wants to hear is this.
I want to help you, Count Luis. Oh? You fight in my name, you? Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Yeah, not just Count Louis, but we just want to help those who need to be helped.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of swordhounds.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
Wow, you really know how to bend the knee, don't you, Stroll?
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
And it will be done, Lord Louis.
See you, Lux.
Juna, see you, Lux.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
Oh, shut up, Glodell. Hector is his dog? I hope your dog literally eats you alive. Glodell.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heismay, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Alright, we can do that.
As the chirping birds return to their nests, and the darkness claims its dominion, the gauntlet runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the gauntlet runner.
I really like Moore's voice actor. He does a great job with the narration.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
Does that come from the kitchen?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Are you dying?
Let's say we go check on him.
Oh.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
I don't think it's nothing.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, no hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a burly apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
Like inspiration?
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding.
That's rather interesting.
Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
You're saying you see one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are.
You are certainly both of those things.
That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius.
Sounds awesome.
Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could.
Is he dead now?
That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had.
And you need another?
The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camero or some such.
Interesting. Maybe I should look into Comero when we get to Martia.
This one's important.
Providing a spark. An old inventor Nuris once knew is living in Comero, a village near Martia. He may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed Nuris. And if I do this, I'm sure I'll get the Nuris bond. Lovely. We left Nuris, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards the narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner. Oh, is that just it for the night?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws near.
I guess it is. We're gonna arrive at Martia today, aren't we? So we'll arrive at Martia this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up with this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing my lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Let's figure it out, I guess. Let's go kill this guy. This evil man.
"'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard."
It certainly gives off that vibe, doesn't it?
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Maybe a kidnapper? Hmm?
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
How did you get here so quick? Do you have a gauntlet runner?
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased.
Joanna?
Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She is also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Crigante Castle.
Crigante Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne.
Then I sure hope you didn't see what we did just like yesterday.
Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates' gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is a tyrant. All fights have casualties.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Uh-huh. That it is.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Well, someone's got to solve the problem, and while the money is cool, the problem does need to be solved.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
But he also has a portrait, which is interesting.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
That it would.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
She's gonna be like, I only eat with my girl.
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
You can finally have some water? Nice.
Come, everyone. This way.
Have we just not been having showers this whole time? I guess that checks out, actually. Probably. No water, no shower, I guess. What is that? Is it bug?
This some kind of smoked dish?
Oh, that's bug.
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
I'll be honest, I would be geeking if I was told I had to eat this. But it also looks pretty delicious, I'll admit. If you just imagine it as like a turkey leg, because that's kind of what it looks like, I think it'd be fine.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Listen, you find delicacies everywhere. At least give it a taste.
It's a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You know Hulkenberg would be like, oh, we're eating a person? Dope. I bet it's gonna be delicious. I'll cook it right up.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Well, why, of course I am.
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great. Looks great. I'm not sure. Looks great.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you too.
It does look great. I should say, I'm not lying that it does look great. The rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
That's not something No, don't say that. Twitch a bit? Brother, no.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
I have to agree.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heisme. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Please, dude, we smack those things down like it's nothing.
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't gonna make this easy for us.
So... is Heisme's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
It's kind of right there, though. It's even connected, like, in the highlighted area.
Here's where we... let's see.
Giant sandworm's nest.
Let's...
There's a runner.
River Gauntlet Runner.
let's...
Oh, we're gonna pass by that.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
Probably eating the sandworms, dude.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Just have our roar. No, let's save this town together.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
And maybe we might steal this man's stuff after we murder him.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Maybe he'll have like a cool sword or something.
Now
What
this
is that?
the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails.
No.
You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
No, 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 no. Why does it kind of look like mashed potatoes with like red and green peppers on it? Like bell peppers cut up. I am freaking. Why is there the stink marks coming off of it? Why is Gallica's bowl just as big as ours? She is smaller than the food she was given. Okay.
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those words. Now, please, dig it.
No offense, but no. Oh, what's it make that sound? She'd be like, it's delicious.
It's altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
Why does it make that sound when it touches? It goes. No, no.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Brother Morris, can you shut up? You got cool horns, though. They kind of look like dragon horns.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're gonna meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? Well, unfortunately, I'm going to explore the town next time, but unfortunately, it seems we're out of time for this episode. But make sure to join us next time, and we'll be sure to speak to the Pope, maybe take down a couple sandworms, and of course, look around the town. But as always, thank you for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, and I will see you later.